Full speed, kicking it out of bounds.
Well, for Notre Dame and Micah Shrewsbury, a pair of ACC tournament wins could lessen the sting of a season like this one. 15 and 17 at the moment, but they're down 22-8. Shot clock to 10. Burton on the drive, drew the contact, and he made it.
And that's what he...
Under 10 minutes to go, first half in Charlotte. Second round of the ACC tournament. Markus Burton, one of the best players in the conference, on the move again. Boy, uses his body so well.
He freshman, even though Sunders taller, moving stronger, he's able to get the finish.
Moving 15 and 7. Came in 8 points, 5 rebounds a game, so a very strong day. Burton with the blow by, lays it in.
How about the...
So we played right around 4 minutes. And Markus Burton with 15 to shoot. Pull up jumper, good.
And that's his game. When he gets...
And now seeing if that can allow you to build some momentum for the remainder of this second half.
With 14 minutes to go, Cam Corrin has put Pitt in front for the first time today. Now here's Burton on the attack, and Notre Dame goes right 1.5 points in his last 2 games. Is warming up here in the second half, all 8 of his points.
That's great two-man basketball with both Cameron Corrin and Jalen Lowe, and recognizing where the sweet spot will be for Cam Corrin. Jalen Lowe putting the basketball in the right spot to help his teammate be successful.
There goes Burton on the drive and score.
Strong. That's country.
Okay.
They are that.
How many times have you beaten that one team in the country?
All together?
Yeah.
Your whole career?
Your whole career.
7 years.
4 times?
That's it.
Okay. And you remember all 4 of those games, don't you?
Amazing what a win like that can do sometimes, especially like we talked about heading into the ACC tournament next weekend, where every game normally is close like that, a one-possession game. See Burton ball screen and was just thinking pass the whole way. When you come off that ball screen, you got to first place you got to look is at the rim. Almost just telegraphed that pass of what he was going to do.
Well, look, Cal's record is what it is as Burton gets the and one to go.
The zone to collapse, great kick out to Roper for the 3.
Campbell. Here's Burton with 8. And rims it down. Burton in double figures.
Don't make a lot of shots. There's going to be a lot of opportunities to get misses, but Notre Dame so far in this game doing a good job of controlling that backboard.
Some may call that padding the stats, David Padgett.
Hey, every shot is an opportunity.
You would never do that.
No. I didn't shoot outside of 5 feet, so my chance for missing wasn't very found a successful way. He just does such a good job of probing and not being in a hurry. Just takes his time getting to his spot and just always makes the right decision.
Burton draws a foul. Petritus going right into the teeth of the defense, lays it home. And his first points of the contest. Burton back the other way with the bump, no problem.
Shooting another one. I think maybe if Notre Dame can get Tay Davis in the middle in there, it might be more effective. But Cal right now just throwing the ball all over the gym.
5th Cal turnover. Here's Burton operating. Oh, that's filthy from Burton for 2.
That is just 4 straight possessions to start overtime where Notre Dame has just had no resistance whatsoever at the rim. Cal just having their way, getting in the lane and just finishing uncontested.
Burton up and under his first field goal.
I mean, you just cannot say enough about the half that he in the overtime that Andre Stojakovic has had just to will his team back into this game.
Burton from downtown ties it at 7. He has 12 this afternoon.
Andre Stojakovic is on J.R. Knesny. Now just got switched on to Markus Burton because of the screen.
Burton puts it past Stojakovic.
Look there if you're Cal. Andre Stojakovic is wide open, just unable to knock it down in a huge possession here.
Bang from downtown.
Knesny to save a basket right there.
If there is one word to describe the last 30 minutes of basketball here, it is chaos. Burton off the catch and shoot. That's a three. 30.
Shots are starting to hit the front of the rim. Those legs are getting really tired.
Konstantinovsky, the offensive rebound. Alako back out to Burton, 5 to shoot. Burton a three. Yes! Brought Washington State to their first NCAA tournament in over a decade last year. Stanford's knocking on the door in year one.
Well, one thing that really stands out to me about Coach Smith is his energy. It's infectious. It's that low block area, especially with guys like Tay Davis on him. You got to take advantage of that size, man.
Stanford 2 for 10 from downtown to start. Burton up and under, goes right past. Emotional in the post-game press conference. It was senior day for Stanford. They've completely outpaced expectations externally and maybe even some internally this year. One win shy of 20 as Burton has on this too, but this is your big three, right? Burton, leading scorer. Alako, fourth leading scorer. Shrewsbury out for the year. He's been their third leading scorer, and at the time he went out, he was in the midst of a heater. 3 straight games in double figures for the head coach's son.
And I think the big one, obviously, right now is Shrewsbury. He's one of the best shooters in the ACC. He spaces the floor. He makes those driving lanes a little bit bigger for Davis and Burton. And right now, it's been really hard for Notre Dame to cut off the ball, and then, yeah, great job right there.
Almost picked by Burton, and he secures it. 2-on-1. Transition three. Stevens and Micah Shrewsbury, close friends, have spent a decade coaching together, both at the collegiate level at Butler and then in the NBA with the Boston Celtics. 4 Final Fours, if you include the 2 at Butler.
Cutting Blakes, who was wide open at the front of the rim.
Notre Dame on an 11-0 run over the last 4 minutes to regain the lead. First time they've had it since it was 16-14 and Burton. Kyle Smith's team. And now they need to buckle down here and get a stop.
If you're Notre Dame, you're just going back into the pick and roll every time and letting your best player make a decision.
He has 24.
First time I've seen Fredrickson miss a shot today. During warm-ups, he hit everything in sight, but the old saying goes, regardless of sport, what time is it? There's Burton, left hand.
But good, he just picked his pocket right in the open court.
Only 4 out of 16. Notre Dame started off red hot, but it's really cooled off. Now 5 out of 13 and changed to the way and popped back out of there.
Yeah, I think given the run that they were on, that's not the worst shot in the world.
Kick it out to Burton, wide open for 3, and you knew that was going to set.
He touched on a live body, has a chance to be a really good defender.
Yeah, Coach Forbes really excited about Harris's future. And they're going to need him next year with all that they're losing, which we talked about earlier. We're tied at 25, shot clock at 7. Man, can this kid take it?
3 of the game, too, from an unlikely source. But and you know, the question mark for every team out there, Tom, is who's coming back.
Yeah.
You know what? That's the unknown factor. And they're really. You wanted to see Afton Reed. You've been getting it. He's been getting touches inside. That was a very decisive move.
Look at this guy. Look at this guy. And he finishes off by Reed.
You know, I think Notre Dame from right now is going to live with that. They're not going to come down and double team Reed, although he's been successful.
Wow. Can you believe that? Can you believe that? Splits to 7:40, 11:30 to go. Wake Forest needing this one desperately, knowing that Duke is on the horizon Monday night. Final game of the year, Georgia Tech here on Saturday of next week, the season finale. Burton from the free throw line.
Johnson drawing the defender to him. He gets a good look.
Shot clock at 10.
Boy, Johnson is just in all-out denial with Burton.
Shot clock at 3. To the basket. This kid's unbelievable.
Lock in with a soft home roll. He had back-to-back 22-point games in wins against Duke and North Carolina.
But what touch at 7 feet, right at that ACC logo. Just dribbles over the rim.
Here's Tay Davis, one of the most improved players in the league.
Big fan of Tay Davis. Seton Hall transfer, second year with the Notre Dame program. Talented young man.
Burton with 6 to shoot, knocks down the triple.
Mentality. And he's pretty wide built, so he's able to hold off the defense against some of the younger players in the conference.
He was a double-digit scorer the last 2 years at Illinois State and Monmouth. In fact, had a 2015 game for Illinois State against Kentucky last season.
Played for former North Carolina guard King Rice.
Yeah. Greetings from Asbury Park. Burton pulls and hits.
It's not that they haven't found looks, they just haven't knocked down shots. That's what it's come down to.
And what makes this Clemson team dangerous. Everybody knows what Chase Hunter can do. That's going to be a goaltend on Wiggins. Davis on the drive. It's tapped back out. Knesny corrals. Serta calling for it. He's a sharpshooter. Burton instead corkscrews inside. Field goal. If you're the Irish, you're probably thinking, hey, we got a shot. 14-point game.
It's been the MO, though. I mean, if it's not Chase Hunter, it's somebody else. If it's not Jaden Zachary, it's Victor Locken. That's the blessing of having a team like this.
Burton gets it back. Basket +1. Shefflin 1 rebound away from a double-double. Burton along 3. Bingo. Averaged 17+ per.
And I think Notre Dame's starting to run out of juice a little bit. It just comes down to so many injuries at the guard spot. They maintain their discipline. And 10 years ago, that's a carry, but that's a heck of
one off a season high.
Keep it simple, sir. KISS. And if he puts it on the deck, he's not near as effective. But if he comes off screens or he gets catch and shoot, forget about it.
Burton hesitates. Basket, foul.
Well, and I think as Notre Dame, the game plan would prefer to keep them on the perimeter if possible.
This is Burton, forces up the shot and hits it.
Was an afterthought because he was up in the air as a passer, and he said, "Oh, nobody open. I think I need to get this one on the rim."
17 points for Lowe in the win against the Orange this week. Was mentioning that Burton had 32, Mike, in a double overtime win against Boston College this season, a career high for Burton with the basketball. Nifty behind the back dribble. Burton hits the jumper.
He's left-handed. If he's going to go, you've got to make him beat you with his offhand. But he got the mismatch outside.
Jalen Lowe has a triple-double this season. That was November against VMI. Burton gathers and hits.
With his substitutions, bit of a scoring drop from Notre Dame. They have not scored in the last 2 minutes and 40 seconds.
Both of these teams have shot it well, Mike. Pitt 63% from the floor. The Irish 55% of the first 20 minutes. Burton waiting for the last shot. Trailing by 2. Trying to get away from Leggett. Off the glass. It's going to fall for Burton.
Told us he'd be a tough matchup, and he's proved to be that.
Taken by Knesny.
Too many bodies inside for Lowe to make that pass.
Burton spins it.
I'm out for the Panthers.
So Leggett's got 12 points. Leggett up on Burton.
They've thrown all different kinds of bodies at Burton. He's had 3 different guys guard him.
Shot clock to 5 for Burton. A lot of dribbling and spinning and shooting. Season high 12 points for Cole Serta this afternoon. Six made threes in the game on 17 attempts by the Irish. Burton Extra gear.
So it's actually been, Notre Dame's been better. They've only had 2 since those 7 early turnovers in the first 8 minutes. Just 2 turnovers in the last 28 minutes for the Irish. Came out a little jittery. They've overcome it. After being tied at 30 after the first 20 minutes. Konechny. Shot clock at 6 for Burton. Around the edge against Leggett. Steps under. And a soft touch from Burton.
And now at SMU, he played 27 career ACC games before he rejoined the ACC for a 3rd time.
And he'll play more than that in this season. Of course, has done much more work. On December 16th, was named the ACC Player of the Week. Not the same guy we saw in those other 2 uniforms.
No, different player altogether. Here goes Burton sneaking around into traffic and score.
That's really the first.
Season.
Noah Waterman catch and shoot off the skip passes off the heel, and Shrewsbury's got the rebound for Notre Dame.
5 white jerseys on the defensive glass. Part of the reason why they're the best defensive rebounding team in the league.
Burton kicks. Burton creates separation. Got Hepburn to fly by and hits the short corner jumper. Oh, Burton's back in the game with those 2 fouls now, leading scorer in the ACC. Konechny attacks down the baseline.
Really trying to attack closeouts, trying to create rotation. Look at that beautiful textbook. 2 doesn't give up offensive rebounds very often. Louisville really working hard on the glass. Good backdoor find.
Take a lead. They've been in control since.
They've done a nice job turning Notre Dame into a jump shooting team. They're not getting anything in the paint or really at the rim.
Burton gets all the way to the rim against Hepburn and finishes through some contact.
Burton just draws a foul. That's 5 team fouls. Remember I said this was important for Notre Dame to get to the
day after it happened. He texted Pat Kelsey, said, I'm going to be ready to play on Wednesday night. He was, and yet he got a little bit of help from the engineering school at Louisville as well.
Game, they shot 64% for the game, 58% from the 3-point line, and 91% from the free throw line. You don't see many teams that do that.
Burton with a physical move into the lane goes off the window.
As he finds Braden Shrewsbury. Davis at the elbow. Just beat the shot clock. Rebound kept alive. Notre Dame, good rebounding team, plus 3.9 over the opponent.
And as you can see there, Tay Davis is setting the ball screen, hoping to switch to get the smaller guard. The lineup, and knocked down that 3 there, but he does most of his damage inside.
Payne misses the 3, Jai the rebound. I want to know if you could pull off the sneakers that Strong and Payne are wearing.
I'd like to try them. I'd like to try.
I'm sure you would. Burton for 3.
Carries a tremendous burden. You can see that here, even tonight.
Takes 37% of his team's shots. Davis inbounding to Burton. He can be a blur. Here he comes on Beadle. And the one-man fast break.
There's an energy to him. The ball's going in. Again, the floor space has been incredible for BC. Shooting 60% from the floor. And now they have the Fighting Irish spinning. And they're getting whatever they want on the offensive end of the floor. Notre Dame's having a tough time defending the interior. It's not Bennings, it's Hastings. Getting the ball one-on-one in the post. Wouldn't shock me if Notre Dame makes the adjustment and just come and trap. And I know you don't want to do that the way.
Ball fake on Jai, but a steal by Burton. Oh, what a spin move by that dynamic Markus. How many of those did you get away with?
I was nice to the officials, so I was all constantly begging.
I was going to say, I bet you didn't do that often, but man, was that. Making this a two-possession game. Brown ran into a double team. Look out, here comes Davis. Burton against McFarland. Burton wins the battle.
Against Jai. And they found something as well. And I think the matchup with Tay Davis on Elijah Strong is a mismatch in favor of Davis.
Burton from the elbow.
Loose ball in the shot clock violation.
Markus Burton guarded by Beadle. Takes it towards the rack and converts.
Didn't have to take that shot. He's played well. 15 points here. I thought he could have swung that pass.
He's 3 for 5 from 3. Burton. Wow. Yes, sir.
In with the Cavaliers in town. Wow. Had it rejected out of there. Davis goes behind the back. Excellent defense right there by Lawal.
Good deep by Poteet. Defend without fouling.
Burton, the pull-up jumper from 12, and the soft rim falls home by Wesley. Neither team can buy a three. We've not had one in the game yet.
And it's funny because both teams are in the top 10 as far as made three-pointers in the league.
Nikita Konstantinovsky, number 25. Transfer from Monmouth into the game for the first time for the Fighting Irish. Here's Burton. Great head fake. Oh, my.
And Jai, Poutini's been able to win it so far.
In and out. Boy, that was right there by Shoot.
Gonna find a way to get Shrewsbury going. He's one of those guys that struggled since the Florida State game.
Beautiful left hand. Into the corner. Barely touching the rim was Recksteiner. And the Irish back the other way at the 3-minute mark. Burton to the rack. Left hand. Oh, my.
Man, what about it?
A team foul against Notre Dame in this half. Shot clock at 15. Forced pass there and a turnover by Johnson. There's a 2-second differential between game clock and shot clock. All right, here we go. Down to 7. Set the screen. Burton pulls up. Bang! What a first half for the amazing.
To extend this lead. And Markus Burton, when he's got the ball in his hands, know that he's the most dangerous player on the floor.
You know, for the Hokies, when they had that 6-game losing streak, they didn't shoot it well and they turned the ball over a lot. Both of those things have reared its ugly head today. They've turned it over 12 times now and not shooting it well at all. Hines picks up his dribble. And Burton, there's that three you were talking. Shrewsbury. And here's Recksteiner. Pinking it out. Long three. And boy, wide open. And again, I'm not so sure that's a shot they're looking there. Zerbin checks into the game for the first time for Virginia Tech. Burton, no problem with the eye.
Sometimes I think that eyes like a little pick and roll action, maybe between Markus Burton and Tate Davis. Those have been the guys that you've been able to rely on all afternoon long.
Virginia Tech is 5 of 27 from three-point land. Burton on the crossover, pulls up, and got it to go.
That's tough.
The whole team into a frenzy. They chased him down all the way from one side of the court to the other. They said it's his first made half-court shot in 2 seasons.
We were sitting with Coach Ham when that happened, and he had a big smile on his face. He said he ain't hit one all year, and he hit one today.
Notre Dame leads by 1 thanks to the 3 from Shrewsbury, one of the top marksmen in the conference. On the attack, as that Burton sure is, Mark. Doing against Jai, turns, faces, nope. On that turnaround hook. Good defense from the Irish. Here's Imes. Burton on the drive. Oh, the finesse.
again, Muhammad on that previous play was looking to set up a backdoor. It was there, but the timing was a little off. Again, they're going to need more of that. And then also against Florida State, you got to set solid screens.
Muhammad with Sundra cutting. Good ball movement. Burton clean look. And you better believe.
Seemed like 3 minutes where you couldn't score, and you're right within striking distance.
Here's Burton. From beyond the arc where he's improved over 12% points from a year ago. 42% from beyond the arc, which opens up more opportunities like that. Knowles throw it away. Burton steps into a three. Yes, sir! Irish right back.
If he doesn't extend the arm, then maybe they let him play on, but he got that arm up, and we got a great officiating crew. That's an easy one for them to make. Right in position. They were perfectly positioned to see that arm come up.
Pat Driscoll, John Gaffney, Tony Chiazza, some veterans who have done this a long time in the zebra stripes. Here's Burton. Big sequence in that first half to get Notre Dame back into it when it was starting to get away from the Irish. He attacks. Are you kidding me?
Turnovers. Coach Shrewsbury talked with us about that. He said, look, that's been the issue for us. Turnovers, in particular, live ball turnovers that lead to points. That's just carry the ball. You secure it, but you have to know when you play Florida State, somebody is always going to try to get their hands on a pass, rebound, or dribble.
They're within 2. Davis leaning, fading, no. Burton attacking to try and tie the game. He does. An easy jam.
Malik Ewan has done that now twice in this game. He's a very good passer out of the double team. That's a beautiful find for an easy dunk.
Knowles take the 2-point lead. Burton high off the glass, count it, and one is out on Ewan, the stepper.
And that time, Notre Dame, they started off zone and then they switched mid defensive possession, went man. Ewan saw it, help did not come, took his time. Nice little up and under.
Knowles by 5, Burton drives, kicks to Jai, top of the key, rotation. Roper, Burton retrieves, under 10 on the shot clock. Burton on the attack, there you go.
Backdoor cut, Johnson goes reverse, but he can't finish.
You know, good defense forces some sort of reset, meaning that the offense pulls it out and tries to figure out how to attack. If you can force a reset, you're going to defend better.
Notre Dame comes in tonight. They've won 2 in a row at Virginia and against Georgia Tech. That was after a bye week where Coach Shrewsbury said he felt like he reset, got rested, and just reset this offense.
And he was also reminded of the things he needs to improve upon by the friendly fans out there. Easy scoring opportunities you can create, you've got to capitalize.
Alako is one of those pieces that Notre Dame got in the portal, transfer from Penn, providing some veteran leadership for this young team. As Burton.
To start the second half, you've got to do it. They were not able to do it. Now we got a ball game.
I saw that picture of you poolside doing your prep for the game.
It was nice. Yours was better.
Alako with 10 on the shot clock for Notre Dame. It'll be Burton to try to bail out this possession. Hand in his face. 3 goes. That's over the.
Burton was on the floor, so you've got numbers, and typically the defense is going to take away the advanced pass up the wings. Wide open paint, he attacked.
Does this look like a team that has lost 10 games in a row? Miami looking for their first win in the ACC this season here tonight. Burton just goes by Bethea, his runner. That's sweet.
Hasn't really been able to figure it out.
Chuku missing the front end of that 1-on-1. Miami on a 9-0 run right now. Burton trying to put an end to it, and he does go high off the goal. Here comes the quick double. And Notre Dame with the steal. They've got numbers. A 4-on-2 break. Burton letting it fly. Got it. Together some stops. Down by 6. Cleveland. Yeah, a little too much dribble. Burton, he's got numbers. Little Euro step with the finger roll.
Oh. He's a 7-footer. He's a big body. He's not going to be a big-time threat offensively, but if you're 7 foot and you get that close to the rim, please make it.
Whatever offense you get out of Ryan Mutombo is a positive for the Yellow Jackets. Shrewsbury to the corner. Sir Muhammad out there. And Burton is now on.
Guys who got hurt for the season, and Coach Pat Kelsey, you can't give him enough credit to how he's got his guys playing and just high energy, active defensively, offensively. The guards are penetrating, creating opportunities for themselves. Louisville has been outstanding.
Burton makes
guy, he's tough, he's hard-nosed. What he has to be able to do is be ready when those opportunities come to him on the perimeter. If you're open, you have to be able to shoot the ball.
Well, when Burton was sidelined in November and December with that knee injury, he got a chance to start 6 games. There's Burton back to full health.
For yourself some way. Go to the rim, get fouled, get opportunities at the free throw line, see the ball go through the basket, but you have to be aggressive, Tay Davis, in order for this Notre Dame team to be as good as they can be.
Well, he just got his first rebound.
Style of play, and you don't really get as much opportunity.
Foul number 2 on Ndongo. Knesny's come back in for Notre Dame, replacing Matt Alako. Davis out to Burton. Burton off of 2 feet and banks it home. Fighting Irish down by 2. They have never led in this ball game. Burton creates space, finds an opening, and lays it in. 14.
Miss, whatever it is, they're continuing to play hard. Duncan Powell is one of those guys.
Again, the last 7 games, he's been averaging 14 per night. He's got 13 and counting this night. Burton draws a crowd as usual. Back to Shrewsbury. Here comes Alako.
That's a shot. That's a shot right there.
Instead, plenty of time on the clock. Burton up and in, despite a defender in front. Ultra efficient tonight. Dumps it off Soiree. No. Alako aggressively grabs the rebound. Notre Dame with the basketball down by 4.
Doug, George has 5 assists. He should have 8. Those last 3 possessions, those Georgia Tech forwards, they have to be aggressive at the rim.
Alako gives it up. Shrewsbury. Burton wide open off of terrific ball movement.
A great look, though, right there for Powell.
Now Powell defensively fights through the screen. Burton for 3. And the Irish lead.
Saunders. Now McNeely against Shrewsbury. Double team there. They tried to get it to Buchanan. Stolen Alako. 3-on-2 for the Irish. And here's Tate Davis. Leaves it out front for Burton's 3. And it's good. Markus Burton's got no floor. Rhodey a step in too. And Jai pulls it away. Buchanan trying to help Ames. Davis again. Alako for Burton. 3 ball away right of the circle. Good, and a foul on Ames. Markus Burton. Now for Notre Dame. They've hit their last 3 shots from the floor.
Every time Virginia gets close, Notre Dame spurts away again.
And Burton.
Zone in this game for Virginia West. They cannot let this thing get out of hand.
Look at Burton. Inside of 3 to go. And Tay Davis working with Saunders defending. Burton with 10 to shoot. Launches another and hits.
Who has to produce for them, and he only has 2 points tonight.
J.R. Knesny, who had a really good game against the Cavaliers a year ago, into the ball game. Shrewsbury, and down the lane goes Burton. Floater good for Markus Burton.
Games with Burton out of there.
Yeah.
But it did derail them.
Here's Burton on a steal. McNeely to beat. Markus Burton will take it down and lay it in easily. 19-8 now for Day Ames. 15-point game at 72-57, and Micah Shrewsbury's team can feel pretty good about getting their 3rd ACC win here tonight.
But coming off that week off after a loss, this really has to be a get-better game for Notre Dame, a feel-good game, and it really was.
Burton on the drive.
Davis on Davis. Jair with the turnaround over Tay. A little strong. Burton pulls down the rebound. And the 2024 ACC Freshman of the Year goes to work against J.J. Starling. Starling with it. Cuff leaves it for Starling.
I don't know if he meant to pass that or if it went off a foot or what.
Yeah, that's why I said leaves it. I didn't want to say pass. I wasn't sure either. Burton for three.
He's creating opportunities, but when he's hitting that three-point shot, you got to watch out, because what are you going to do to be able to stop him?
And you know, his size, I think, scared a few recruiters off. He was the Mr. Basketball.
It's going to be a long night, and you see Alako taking advantage of it right there, knocking down the three-point shot.
And we've got to let people know, if they're not sure who Pistol Pete is, that is Pete Majstorovic. And again, Burton able to do what he wants.
In a presence at the basket, and just playing your role, buying into what the coaches want you to do. It just makes the team so much easier to coach when guys are buying in to what the coaches want them to do.
Chris Bell has left the game after picking up his second foul. We're already thinking about, in the new ACC with the expansion, only 15 of the 18 teams will qualify to go to Charlotte for the tournament. You certainly don't want to be one of those three teams on the outside looking in.
And these two teams, and it's, you know, they're fighting to
19 per game, and we still got 8.5 minutes to play in the first. Bad pass by Majstorovic, stolen by Julian Roper.
And Doug, I think defensively Notre Dame's gotten better. They're a little bit more active. They're a disciplined group defensively.
And third-ranked Notre Dame hosting SMU, and it sounds like Hidalgo's ankle is feeling better, and she will indeed play in that game. Taylor does a good job to stay with Markus Burton.
Doesn't jump very high, but he's able to use that big wide body to create space, and he's a great rebounder, averaging 10 rebounds over his last 7 games, and there's an example of it right on the line, just so Markus Burton can't have a full head of steam going downhill at you.
A three will tie it. Burton goes around Cuff and lays it in. Can put up. He has really been a physical force, one of the most improved players in the ACC this year.
Doug, that's a matchup we want to look at early on.
Braden Shrewsbury, the 6'4" sophomore from Granger, Indiana, the son of the head coach Micah Shrewsbury. Kebajai gives it back to Burton, fakes the pass, calls his own number. He is potent.
And Benning in the paint again. That time comes up short, and Beadle has it ripped away by Alako. Markus Burton, preseason All-ACC first-team selection, stops and put him, and Boston College now into the lead.
Fred Payne, not a high-volume shooter, only shoots about 2 threes per game, but their best shooter percentage-wise at over 41%. And again, best time to shoot a three is off an offensive rebound. Good job there by the Eagles of keeping that one alive.
Burton tries to answer and done.
Oh, pun intended this time. Let's keep that hot hand going for Boston College, and Donald Hand Jr. picking a great pass.
And Burton, there's a goal error. And now a kick out. Taves for three. He can't get it to go. And Konstantinovsky comes down a bit.
You know, Fred Payne made a great pass there by Boston College to his teammate, Donald Hand Jr., but Donald Hand Jr., he didn't step into the line. He wasn't quite ready. He had to take that dribble. I think that's what threw him off a little bit.
And now Burton around Taves for the...
Well, Notre Dame is switching everything, and that's okay. You don't worry so much about getting burned in the post because you know that they're coming to double and trap. So even if a guy like Markus Burton get caught on Elijah Strong, it's okay because you know the double team is coming.
Burton navigates into the paint and lays it in.
That's just really smart. You know, throw it up there and let him go get it, especially when he has a mismatch.
Burton will try a three, and he'll hit it. And here come the... Shrewsbury switched on to Proctor. The turnaround. And down with the rebound, Burton.
Might have been better to go to flag there. He had Burton ultimately switched off on him in the post.
No matter who Burton looks at, whoever's covering him is at least 6'5". Tough shot, and it'll go to make it this year. Are there teams that can really give them a challenge? If you're John Shire, you want to get punched in the mouth a little bit. You want your team to have to deal with some adversity. Are there teams in the ACC that can do that against Duke this year?
It's the team and three-point field goals made. Such a terrific catch-and-shoot player, but he's been a huge factor in why Duke has been so good this year.
Knesny hit a couple of threes in the first half for the Irish. Now Burton will try one and hit it, and again to kick it out to Alako.
Duke doing a better job on this possession in their gap coverage.
Well, good play by Mohammed to steal it. Burton's open and hits the three. Gives serve. 2.5 to go. Burton finally got a little space and
the rim as quickly as they can. And then if you can force help, then you kick it out.
1 of 2, 6-point game. Burton drives and hits. 4-point game. Timeout. No. Mallarch with a big day himself. How about 19 and 10?
Yeah, his best game of the year.
Burton 2 more. 80
against a really good double team.
Wolfpack in front for the first time. Alako wanted to go to Jai.
But coach, look how far out NC State's defense is forcing Notre Dame to have to initiate their offense, catching the basketball close to half court.
Look at the scoop and score from number 3.
Dude, that's why it's so important.
Huntley Hatfield in traffic. Boy, what a challenge both by Alako and Keba Jai for the Irish. Here's Burton. Ball away against pass.
That's what he does when he gets the
threes. A moment ago, you can see there, he had to slip that back on.
Look at you identifying the sneaks early.
I know it. Nikes wouldn't do that for sure.
Oh, here we go.
Right. Again, it would have been me saying it, but I would have gotten in trouble. He doesn't get in trouble.
Markus Burton will drop. Shrewsbury on the floor with Burton. Davis, of course, Alako, Keba Jai at the post for the Irish. Here's Burton all the way to the left. Pushed it up and in.
Jaden Taylor, their best three-point shooter. Maybe not from a percentage standpoint, but he's made big shots for them throughout his 2 years here with the Pack.
11 now for Jaden Taylor, his second 3 of the half. 3-point lead again for Notre Dame. Shrewsbury spinning against Hill. Burton up top. 3 good for Markus Burton.
Gone 3 of his last 22 from behind the arc in his last 7 ball games, so that's one Notre Dame will test him on.
Burton trying to find his rhythm. Cuts to the cup and puts it in. Jackson, what a move, all the way, a little short.
So how does that second foul for Alako impact the rotation? Granted, what are the minutes possibilities for Burton?
Well, you look at the score and time. Oh, there's a nice look. Oh, my. Markus Burton.
Under 2 minutes. Burton has a big, put it up, and in.
Love that offensive attack. That's been an excellent fourth floor game from R.J. Davis thus far. But this is the end of the floor where Carolina has really asserted itself defensively. And Hubert Davis talked about that. When they defend at a high level, is Markus Burton doing what he can do.
Foul to Powell, his third, so both he and Cadeau each have 3.
And Carolina already with 5 team fouls, and Notre Dame only 2. That was kind of flipped in the first half, as North Carolina enjoyed an 8-point difference at the free throw line.
Burton good off
So he's had to kind of adjust to figuring out how he can best impact this group.
Yeah, oddly enough, when we chatted with Hubert Davis, he pointed at parallels for his own career in that way.
Exactly, yeah. He had a period this junior year where he had certain guys that were part of, oh, wow, terrific use of the glass. And
Burton contested. Rattles
He's looking inside for Bailey. Bailey rises up quick. Quick release, can't hit it. Alako the rebound. Markus Burton is the top scorer for Notre Dame, and he is a handful. Ball in his hands here. And he goes to the basket, and that's what he can do. He's under.
Simpkins for Sherry. He can really shoot it. Misses that one short. Has this one poked away. Good hands by Burton. Davis on the break. Inside. Fumbles his dribble after Shrewsbury. Finds Burton. Pump fake. Inside. Floater is good.
Great take when they get to make a choice. And so Coach Shrewsbury does that, as well as having opportunities for really finding ways to exploit matchups, which I find him having an opportunity to do over the course of the game, course of the ACC season, as they step into it here. Elon with Van Komen back, goes 1-2-2 zone, back into a 2-3 zone here, really wide.
Roper into the game now for the Irish. Had 5 steals on Tuesday against North Dakota. Excellent defensive performance. Maybe Coach Shrewsbury looking for a little bit of defensive spark. Burton top of the key. Late shot clock. And it's good.
Touch and then move the basketball.
Another mid-range jumper is good. It's Simpkins again, who is having himself a game early. Shrewsbury over to Burton again. And it's good. Markus. That really just stuck out as completely fearless. He was not afraid to be out there in a huge moment and had an excellent game. 17 points in their opener. Burton with it now on Simpkins. Shrewsbury got it off the deflection. Burton on the drive again. Mid-range jumper is good. That's a tough shot.
Doran 3 in a row, rattled off here.
Davis over to Burton. Burton to Alako. Alako with it for Davis. Working on Van Komen. Shrewsbury, Burton. How about a 3? Yes, sir!
Great job to create opportunities for guys like Simpkins.
Only 6'3", but one of the leading rebounders for Elon. Now it's Shrewsbury over to Alako.
And King's incredibly active at the top of the zone. I think that's a huge part of the reason why Elon can stay out wide, contest. But Burton doesn't need much. First few possessions he's been in here in the second half. He had a great first half as well.
Burton still holding it for Notre Dame. Over to Alako. Elon back in the zone.
Notre Dame's got to get in the middle of the zone. Whether they drive or they make a pass with a cut from behind the zone would be the best opportunity for it.
Alako.
They've gotten stuck on this possession. 3 on the shot clock.
Burton going to have to be a tough one. Falling away, and he makes it. Oh, Dorn is unconscious right now. Cannot miss. Elon leads by 1.
Great execution.
Burton trying to answer.
Great execution by Elon out of the timeout. Great draw play by Billy Taylor.
Burton inside. Crafty move to step through there. Markus Burton working on Burton. Inside on Davis. Sherry can't get the 3 to go. Jai gets the rebound, and Burton will run the other way. Burton, it's a nice speed inside. We'll get a goaltend. It's good anyway.
Trying to get it down quick, find an opportunity for a quick 3, turn and foul, just to give yourself a chance.
Burton running up the floor, dribbles. They're content to give him the layup there. Clock stop.
way, and we saw Ace Bailey last night joining up with Dylan Harper, and Sorber can't hit. It is quite a freshman class. Todd Pettiford for Auburn last week charged them to a win over Houston. Burton, he was a star freshman last year, and that is just smooth.
5, 6, 7, 8 times. Catch and shoot, he's really, really good. That was a good set right there for Georgetown. Notre Dame's got to counter it.
6 straight for the Hoyas. Here's Jai with 10. Off to Alako. Alako attacks to Burton with 5. Markus Burton, smooth.
Where he's good. You've been here. You kind of get what the environment's like and what the travel is like. And they get what the rims are like, too, because shooting 54% on the game.
That's just automatic from Markus Burton.
Yeah, position to score and do something good.
Epps all the way now.
I mean, the struggles for Epps continue even point blank. 5 of 17.
Good distributor of the basketball. It's just harder to see over a bigger guy like Davis.
Shrewsbury passes up to Alako. Now to Burton with a bounce pass back. Alako stops on a dime, gives it back to Burton. What beautiful back.
Very aggressive on the defensive end. There's another one.
Here we go again. Burton lays it in off the glass, and it's going to be a time. And everyone's taking notice.
Well, if you were wondering if the numbers were lying, they're not lying.
Burton responds back. Dunn tries to go from deep. Burton keeps his pivot. Tim Obo, the freshman center. Great work there. Burton from the elbow.
That up all over the place, which I think is effective, and the idea is you really got to wear a guy out like that.
Burton! Done. And a spin move comes up way short.
Great move, great defensive stand by Konechny.
Now Notre Dame 0 for their last 7. Konechny throws it out to Imes. Burton has it go off the goal in favor of Notre Dame. Burton is fouled in an ambush.
And Todd Brogna each hitting 20-plus points in that game.
Well, that was a Division III opener for them, and they did what they're supposed to do in those games, which is win pretty big. This is a little different animal that they're up against tonight.
81-62, the final score of that Monday night contest. There's the three-pointer, and Markus Burton.
A little bit of an acting job there, but we'll take it.
Well, Sir Mohammed will be showing some wisdom beyond his first freshman game right there as he took it. Now it's Burton on the turnaround. He's got it.
Any way you like it, he just really hasn't had any room to operate.
Stantonovsky is just checked back in for the Irish. Notre Dame locates Burton, creating space. Perfection from Markus Burton.
Micah calls it flow, but I think they've got multiple actions and reads that they can go to, and they should be able to go from one to the next, and they're really kind of settling on the first action a lot here to start the half.
Burton wiggles, got 2 in the air, and banks in the turnaround. Teams have hit 9 triples tonight.
And then you want the right guy shooting too, don't forget that.
Here's Burton. He's been the right guy so far in the second half. Give him a game. In. Stinson hauls down the board. Undersized against Davis and just couldn't quite get the bounce. Notre Dame a distinct advantage on the interior tonight, 28-8, their margin, points in the painted area. Burton steps into one from deep, and there it is.